Keep the promises that you make to yourself, because it means something. It means something to you, and it means something to the people around you. Yeah! Omni-physical solution. Sacrifice, sweat, smile.
Studio's buzzing. People are working around here. The old man's tired on them bones. I don't know if you've heard of the jump shot, heard around the world. This man's snapping basketball nets from here to goddamn Boston. Snapping them. Pulling up, pull up, snap. He's not gonna drive to the hoop on you no more. These old bones, they gotta rest. But goddamn, if when he's open, kick it. It's gonna pull up, shoot out your damn eyeballs. If you haven't heard of the man, I'm not sure exactly what his name is. It's one of those urban legends. But I feel like he's one of the main contributors of the feral dogs of Willow Glen running goddamn wild. It's making me feel paranoid when I come around this little town here to record the Anthony Baker show. But you know, that's what I do for the subscribers. I come to just the hood. It's wild over here, man. Sound like gunshots. Just the feral dogs running wild while the man's hitting jump shots in his backyard, snapping that net, starting fires. I think he was the one who started that fire that's been burning down California, shooting damn jump shots in his backyard. It's wild, man. Totally insensitive. In the name of athletics. Just the number of repetitions the man gets. He's on fire. But that's what people like about watching Steph Curry. You know, it's the number of repetitions that he does in practice. When he's on the basketball court, just killing it. He has a relationship with the ball in the net. The rim, I guess. That relationship, it's like his mind understands how much force his body has got to generate to get the ball into the hoop. And his mind is connected with the ball and the rim at any point on the court, where he understands how much force and how much twist in his trunk, how much finesse through the arm and fingertip that he needs to put through his body to hit this shot. And it is beautiful. I don't know if he counts the number of shots he does in practice, the number of repetitions he does. People ask me, how many reps, Baker? Sometimes we've never done this activity before. And they'll be like, how many should I do? And I'll be like, I don't even know if you can do this. Do you think you can do it? And they'll be like, I don't know either. I'm like, well, let's just see what happens. Go on and get some. Let's just see what happens. But even after a while, working with, let's say a new client after, 3 months or so. If they're doing their homework, maybe we're seeing some progressions. I'll be like, bang out some push-ups. Some people just get down and just do them. Some people, before they even get down, like, how many? 10. Sometimes it seems like a large task. Sometimes it seems like, oh yeah, no problem. So it's almost like a way I can gauge how intense You know, certain activities are just by the demeanor of the person. Body language says a lot. So I have to read body language as a personal trainer. So when somebody's like, how many reps? Sometimes I just be like, I don't know. Let's just do this one for time and see how many you can do. So we need new ways to try to stimulate some strength in your body. And I tell you to do 10 reps and you rush for 10 reps, the form looks horrible sometimes. And then we got to clean it up. Then I got to play new games. Hey, we're going to play this new game now. Look, all these repetitions in this set, they must be pristine. Pristine, no movement deviations. Sometimes it's too hard. And they'd be like, man, those 10 push-ups I was doing, that was easy. I got stuck at 3 or 4 when you try to make me do them pristine. And I'd be like, yeah. Go ahead and take a little break and let's make a little cluster out of this. See what I did there? Let's make a little cluster out of this. Last time we did 3 or 4, let's do that again. Try to match that. So maybe next time I only do 2 or 3. It's plain obvious someone's not doing their homework. Gotta keep doing that homework. I give homework. Yeah. Somebody's setting a noise ambush outside for me. Trying to bait me. Playing some loud music. Get me to step outside. Throw a net over my head. Throw me into a van somewhere. Run me out of town. I ain't falling for that shit. Try to set an ambush for your boy. Nah. I set the ambush. The early bird gets the worm. I'm gonna eat the early bird and the worm. Me. I'm setting the booby traps. That's right. It's like those clusters of pristine form. Push-ups, pull-ups, whatever it's gonna be. Inverted row, squat, deadlift, whatever the activity is, whatever the challenge is for the client. I gotta find it. That's how I help make clients stronger. Get them to recognize the mechanics and the movement patterns. Movement deviations, you know what I mean? They want to get out of form. Call them out, bring their attention to it. That's how I make them stronger, smarter, and I do my best to keep you guys safe. Because I don't want you hurt. I want people lifting weights till they're old. I used to train this old lady. Man, she was strong. She was like 60. My nose hairs are just like crisscrossed right now. This is what happens when you're 40. I had this old client. Man, she was good. She was so strong. She would do things and I would be like, yep, let's do this with one of my younger clients. And the younger gentleman couldn't do it. I'd be like, man, that 60-year-old woman is strong as hell. Oh, Italian lady. She must have been mean. Love that woman. She was great. I guess she had a son. His name was Anthony, so she loved me. She was awesome. She'd be scared too. I'd be like, here, jump up on this. Let's do some box jumps. She's like, what? Are you crazy? Like, oh, you got it. Before she was out of there for an hour session, she was jumping on some box jumps. It'd probably only be 12 inches, it's not very big. But it's huge for her. It's huge. It's great. How many repetitions? Sometimes you got to pull up and do 2 or 3, go ahead and rest. Let's try it again. We're going to work on that for 20 minutes. Because sometimes there's just a mental block. And for whatever reason, the brain cannot command the tissue to do the work. And when I say the brain can't command the tissue to do the work, it is voluntary. You tell it what to do. The brain sends action potentials down to the target site. Neuromuscular junction. One of the neurotransmitters, acetylcholine. Badass. Acetylcholine. Just the way it sounds. Splash. From the mind to the tissue where you want it to activate. It's voluntary. So we must hit that action again and again. So the repetitions, don't worry about it. Just get that body moving. Feel what's happening. Have the best form. Don't hurt yourself. If it's intense, pull up at 5 or 6. Don't hurt yourself to get to 10. Just make a little cluster sit out of it. It'll be all right. And as you get stronger, you'll be able to do more and more. Everybody reflects back to that old bench press weight, that old deadlift weight. I used to bench press 225. Go ahead and put it on the barbell. And go ahead and unrack it and let's see what it feels like. And be like, damn, I gotta put it back in the rack. It's all good, bro. It's been over 10 years since you felt that 225. Feels a little heavier than you might remember. Don't be surprised. They're making moves on me. I have a feral dog sighting in the building. If this is the last recording of the Anthony Baker Show, just know that I believe in you, and I want you to believe in yourself. The willow dogs sound like they're gaining steam and closing in on my position. It's going to be a bloodbath. How many reps will it take for me to finish off every single one of these dogs that have come for me? I don't know. I will do as many repetitions as it takes. Goddamn dogs have cell phones and they're getting calls. They're like the Manchurian candidates sent from elites. Coming to get your boy because I'm empowering human citizens across the world on ways to become smarter, stronger, and staying safe while you do it. Powers that be don't like this, and that's okay. Send those feral dogs. And you know what, Amazon? I read somewhere you guys are making home robots. Home robots that are mobile, moving around. I'm sure they're artificially intelligent as well. Just know, all these robots, I will murder them. Bring it on. You know my 3 keys to happiness and success, but happiness isn't everything. Sacrifice, sweat, smile. I'm out!